remember your grandma's favorite singer in the 70s?
Content and trigger warning. This show contains strong language, mentions of intimacy, and conversations about challenging faith experiences. Content is not appropriate for children. Please listen with care. For details on individual episodes, visit www.soakoperapodcast.com. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed are our own, based on personal commentary and speculation. It may not be factual.
I'm so happy to see you, girl. Oh my God.
I know. It's been so long. I want to hear about like apartment, Utah. Are you like at the airport now?
Yes, I'm in the airport. So I'm like, girl, hit record. Let's do this. I'm like,
let's hurry.
No, you're good, girl.
What's going on? Like, are you like, we gotta hustle and record and we should catch up later? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm like, let's include, I'll give you all the dirty deets later, but I'll still catch you up. Just because I'm like, of course, the second that you're in a rush, the universe, like Murphy's Law, I was like, okay, Michael, like, let's go. Like, you tell your husband you're in a rush. All of a sudden, things start.
Yeah.
And then
it starts raining. You get in a car accident. Your cat or dog or both like shit somewhere.
Yeah.
Your grandma calls.
Yeah. And it's like, and then like Mike's like hurrying. And then it's like, oh my gosh, we got to get the bus. And then it's like, oh, 10 more people come out. I'm like, to those 10 people, I'm like, catch the next bus as they're like coming out. And then like security, like I was like, me, because like Miami International is usually, or Florida International is usually pretty chill. It was just like a mess, but I was like, thank God I'm in a little bubble in the Delta Sky Lounge. And things also too, like our flight situation, like Mike linked us with a little note. And here I am, like with my splint.
Yeah, your busted hand.
And it's usually I can go
You're
without.
Like hobbling in to record. You're like, I'm coming, soap opera.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel pretty glamorous because like I'm not hobbling so much as like I have to keep my arm like mostly up.
Oh my gosh.
But I've got Michael. I'm like, Michael's my security guard, my luggage carrier, my everything. He's my handler. So he's like behind me with
cool boy.
Yes.
Boy.
Yes. My amazing, handsome husband, manservant, my everything, my all, my everyman, my superhero. But yeah. So yeah. The podcast is so important. I'm tuning in even from the freaking thank goodness from the Delta Sky Lounge. I'm so blessed. Thankfully, thankfully he's got so many miles and the trust. That's why with Real Housewives of Salt Lake and Seth, Meredith's husband, traveling all the time. That's why I believe him because it's like he's traveling that much. Travel is so important. He's like, I'm trying to catch the next flight to see my girl. I'm not trying to be annoying to anyone, even though he is a weirdo sometimes. But anyway, I'm in terms of updates since we last recorded. New apartment, it's gorgeous. Beautiful view of the east side. I can't wait to send you directly a beautiful tour of the apartment. We had movers and everything, so it's all good. I'm mostly recovering. It's just like lately the air pressure, I've been needing to wear this at night, and then like just like whenever I'm feeling like extra full and I'm like strapping this on, and especially with being on the flight, I just know I'm like perfect. I need the splint to keep me together, even though I'm like, and then just celebrated the 60-year anniversary of my grandparents, and I'm so thankful and so blessed to have like 3 pairs of living grandparents, but it's also so sad because they're so old. But they're so cute, and it was really sweet because actually they had a mass, and then we had like a beautiful like party afterwards, and at the mass they did the same reading that we selected for our wedding ceremony. So it's like, husbands, love your wife as Jesus loves the church, like loves his church, and all of those things. And I was like, snaps, yes. So yeah, now we're here, and I'm just like, even between all the mess, like when the family stuff was getting too much, I'm like, okay, let me edit my videos. Let me watch my Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because I'm still catching up. Again, I'm in season 3, catching up for the new season that's going to drop on Tuesday, September 16th.
So soon.
Yes.
So soon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, tell me about you. Sorry, I've been like monopolizing. Are you so excited?
No, I'm so excited to come see you. I am. Yeah, I'll have a car. I do need to like make time. Like David literally has not seen my family since our wedding. So we're like, okay, maybe we should go. I'm so excited. I'll have a car so I can go around to you and Ogden and wherever else. But I mean, aside from that, it's been like kind of chaotic, but like also not super newsworthy. Like,
should we talk Real Housewives predictions?
yes.
I'm so excited. Who do we want to start with first?
Okay, I have to start with Whitney
Mm-hmm.
because girlfriend did a drastic hair change, and we know that equals emotional turmoil, most likely, or reinventing yourself.
Yes. Can you tell me a little bit more about her hair transformation?
She has red hair now.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like she and Justin have been like, I've been like wondering if there's some strain. Not that they've said it, but it seems like Justin losing his job, Whitney like launching what is essentially a competing brand using the exact same model of business that he was doing. That just kind of spells like just like some stress that probably not going addressed very well. Also, like maybe like a power dynamic shift too. Like he was a hot shot, and now she's kind of wearing the pants. At least from what I could see. Yeah. So that's one of my predictions. I feel like Whitney is reinventing herself, maybe trying to distance herself from like any kind of I mean, part of the reason why I don't dye my hair blonde anymore is just because people for sure assume you're dumb. They do, like right away. And like now that she's like building her own business and like, it just becoming more established, and I don't know, maybe I'm reaching, but that's a pretty drastic hair change. It's not like, oh, I went slightly darker for winter, brightened it for summer. It is like new hair.
Yeah, especially since she has mostly had the same, like a very similar look. She's been blonde throughout the show. She's had like the blonde bob, and she's had the blonde long, like the long blonde hair as well. But she's never had red. I didn't even think of that, but that like I'd be curious to see that, because in the rewatch they asked Justin like, oh, how is it your wife has used quote unquote all your savings? They said it wasn't all their savings, it was like all their savings for a cabin. But like you said, like the dynamic is different, and it's true. In the last season he had not been wearing his ring for a little bit. He said it was due to weight gain.
But then get another ring. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like my husband's wedding ring was like $40. Like,
yeah. And like if it was, I don't know, like, yeah, who freaking knows? Like of course, I want there to be drama, but also I want there to be more like healing drama and not sadness. But we shall see. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm like, I didn't even register, but now I'm like, oh yeah, it's like, we'll see. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I'm a Whitney fan. I'm like always rooting for her. I love Whitney. Speaking of other Whitney, Secret Lives Whitney. I
Mhm.
feel like she be changing her hair all the time. Like, I don't think like that is an indication of like she is mentally ill or just like always going through turmoil. There are
Oh,
people
she
who are
is
just like,
though.
but there are people who are
Mhm.
just like my hair is my art, whatever. Whitney has like pretty consistently been like blonde, had
Mhm.
very classical kind of like haircuts and styles. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, this is bold for Whitney.
Yeah. Yes. No, I agree. Because Whitney in Secret
Or
Lives.
Whitney, yeah, this is
Yeah.
both for Real Housewives. I'm like, not wives. Don't say wives. Don't say, yeah. Like differentiate the two.
No, no, I got you. I got you. Yeah, because Whitney from Secret Lives, she was having crash outs all the time, but she just also just changes her look all the time because I think part of it was the quote unquote avoiding accountability. I don't know. I still think she's iconic. I like relate, but also I'm like, okay, I'm also different too, like but I agree, it is a huge monumental thing for Whitney from Real Housewives to change because her hair like has always been really important. Her dad being a hairstylist for the Osmonds. Honestly, I think her dad was more famous than Jared. and,
Agreed.
and even with his hair
Wait a
on the
minute. Who's
show,
Jared? Who's Jared?
who is that man? Who is Jared? Who?
Remember your grandma's favorite singer in the 70s? It's the favorite singer, your grandma's favorite singer's
Not Frank
husband.
Sinatra.
The other one. Yeah, not Frank Sinatra, the other one. The dorky one.
The one with the sister. It's like, oh, and they're siblings. Okay. But yeah, anyway.
I'm
So
like, oh, the mamas and the papas, of course, of course.
yes. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Whitney, let's go to Heather. So Whitney and Heather, bad weather, spin, tornado, destroy.
Those two always get back together, though. They do. I wonder if some of their drama too is for the show because the love is there for sure. And I do think like the reality show is always like grounded in truth, and for sure they like find stuff out about the cast that the cast wasn't necessarily planning on revealing. But for sure, like some of this drama is orchestrated by the
Mhm. Producers.
production. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, no, my predictions with Heather are I hope she has a real storyline.
Mhm.
I know there's a lot of people who like bash Heather, but I'm a big fan of her. My critiques of
I
her
love
are
Heather too.
I want her to have more loyalty to herself. I want to see
Yes.
how her relationship with Jen Shaw is. Like, I want to see if she's still besties with her after getting punched out, after being slandered, and similar to like, I actually really love the friendship, the cousinship of Heather and Whitney. And so I want to
Mhm.
see that become stronger and like not just be an alliance, but truly like that familial bond there because they are cousins. And I think holding on to that. And I know over the years, Whitney has been frustrated with Heather because Heather has thrown Whitney under the bus and just been like, oh, you should still be okay with it because we're cousins. And it's like, okay, but you're cousins, so you shouldn't, especially like being found cousins later in life. That doesn't mean that you just should just bear verbal abuse just because and just play it
Yeah.
off because you're cousins. So it's like, yeah, you weren't ripping each other's hair out when you were little, so don't start doing that verbally
Yes.
and then being like,
Yeah.
it should be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I also love Heather. I do think like there is something, some kind of trauma makes her 10 toes on the ground for an abuser and then be like uh be a little bit like loosey goosey with her like solid friends. I do love how forgiving Whitney is and how she at times is like, you know what, I'm not gonna hold on to this forever. Like Bronwyn said something a little shady about her when she was new. I didn't think it was the end of the world. And I really love that Whitney was just like, it's okay, we didn't know each other. because it really, I didn't think that it was a big deal.
Mhm.
I do love that about Whitney.
Mhm. Yeah, like Whitney's been through so much, and it's just like I admire her so much exactly for that, like being forgiving and being able to roll with the punches and be like, you know what, like
But
it's
let's not forgive the wrong people, aka Jen Shaw, Heather.
exactly
Forgive Whitney,
that.
don't forgive Jen, okay?
Yes,
Forgive
yes.
forgive your good friend for saying an offhand remark one time. Do not forgive somebody for scamming elderly people.
Yeah, and it's like, and even if Heather forgives Jen for scamming elderly people, like let's say it turns out it wasn't that much money, let's say Sharif wasn't involved, let's say all these things, even besides all that, Jen Shaw physically hurt her.
Yes, yeah. And she's like abusive to her staff. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have about 10-15 minutes. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, agreed. Abusive to her staff.
Yeah, abusive to her staff. And like, what is she doing being friends with the, like, gosh, what is her name? The other scam artist, the blood lady. Oh my God. I'm gonna
Oh,
be so
one
nervous.
drop, as Heather McDonald says, Elizabeth Holmes.
Yes, yeah. Why is she hanging out with the likes of Elizabeth
They're
Holmes?
literally braiding each other's hair.
Yes. Who just becomes prison buds with that bitch? Like, you're up to no good.
Exactly. No. Okay, let's going from there, let's talk about, in terms of other scammers, let's talk about Mary.
Mary, yes. Okay, I love watching Mary. I think that Mary is disturbed. Disturbed. She is so unbelievably funny, but man alive, unforgivable crimes. Like, just crazy. I believe all the gossip about her weird church for sure. What about Mary? What are your predictions? I did love her storyline with her son. That was really beautiful though. It was a new side of Mary that we haven't seen before. She's doing a good rebrand.
Yeah, she is. And I think exactly like I wonder if we'll see more this season about her moving away from the church, because we see quite a bit of it in the beginning, but then some people have noted that the church isn't really there anymore. And I wonder if we see more of the relationship between Mary and her son, and then possibly she starts to expose the church, like maybe she starts to be like, oh, I did all these things because I didn't want to, quote unquote, see how she was like complicit in it. Like, oh, it paid for all her bags, all her Louis, all of those things. And like maybe we start to see like divorce from her granddad, her step granddad.
Oh my
Like,
God.
and like re-watching all of that, I feel for her. Like I feel bad for her in terms of marrying her granddad, because I think that's gross and disgusting. After hanging out with my grandparents, I'm like I love my grandparents. That is yucky. But it also, like, she's still complicit in scamming all those people, like
Do you think
impressing upon them, like telling Cameron, telling her, all of her people, like all of the people who attended her church, that they're going to go to hell if they don't mortgage their homes and give more money. And she's like criticizing them, all of those things. Like, you're not giving me enough money. That's where she's wrong.
So do you think that the step grandfather / husband is the kind of ringleader in that, or
I don't know if he's the ringleader, but I'm sure that he like helps enforce those expectations, because it's, if he's 20 years older than her, and
he was the initial like
yeah
founder.
her mother already discarded her. She was still very young when she got married. She was like let's be generous, she's like between 18 and 22 when she got married to her grandfather, because her grandmother passes, all of those things. she's listening to this 40-year-old, like, okay, now this is what you have to do now. Like the thing, you have to step up and do the thing that your mom wanted this so bad. Your mom wanted all these houses. Your mom wanted all this stuff. So you have nowhere to turn to. So now it's time for you to step up and become this pastor and like pray to God, listen to God, all those things, and listen to the voice that tells you that apparently you're supposed to tell these people to give you all this money, like tell these people to mortgage their homes so that they can pay for your ugly Dr. Seuss home. Like, so they can pay for your green carpets to be cleaned.
I miss her old house. I don't like this beige castle she has now. Give us the Dr. Seuss chair. Give us the grass carpet.
Oh my gosh. Now, okay, going from Mary, let's go to Bronwyn. What do we think is going to happen with Bronwyn? So she's got her husband, she's got her daughter. They had the drama with Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think because there was so much like tension with her husband on the first season, now she's going to be like very protective of her husband and very private with her husband moving forward. I don't see her husband being like, yeah, you can air our dirty laundry on TV again. I just like, maybe he didn't realize the first season. This is just speculation, but I have noticed that like when people are super vulnerable in one area and it bites them in the butt, then they're like, whoosh, and they're super like hold it again, tight to their chest the next season. So I think she's going to have to find another way to bring kind of excitement and drama. And I wonder if it's just going to be her being more assertive with the other women. She was very passive from what I recall. She definitely had a kind of, I think, a genuine wake up with like her friendship with Lisa. I don't think that was truly just for the camera. I think she just really, really, I felt like it was sincere when she was saying, I thought we were closer friends than what I think Lisa was thinking. And I could see her kind of almost like what we saw with Heather, like we saw her kind of come into her own and be like, I'm not putting up with this bullshit. No, ma'am. I can see that for Bronwyn. I hope that for Bronwyn. I love Bronwyn.
Yes. Yeah. I want her to speak more kindly to herself. I want her.
Yes.
I really hope that she sees that, at least from what I'm seeing, even though he's giving like stern talking tos to her, I think that I hope she sees that she has a good thing going if she does have like a lot of love with her husband. And like, I hope she's more assertive and just like stands up for herself, because like being a nice girl does not cut it with these ladies. So honestly, the nicest thing for her to do is to be mean, set boundaries, and speak up to her for herself.
I would love to see her and Whitney's friendship continue to grow. I feel like Whitney would be in her corner in a good way. I would love that.
Yes.
Oh, wow, Whitney and Bronwyn and Angie, our girl Angie, team Angie forever. I love Angie. She's like, she might be my favorite. I really adore a lot of the cast though, but I don't know. I just love those three. I want them to have like a little kind of let's look out for each other situation.
Yes, I would love that. So with mentioning Angie, let's move on to her. What do we think is going to happen with Angie?
I don't even know, because I think Angie does such a great job of demanding respect and not letting people shit on her by making fun of herself in a very classy way. Like what we saw with Mob Wife. She was like, yeah, I'm the mob wife party. She made it so fabulous. And I mean, she's somebody who's truly worked for her money. Like us both being from Utah, we know her salons have always had a sterling reputation in Utah. For the longest time, her salons were one of 2 5-star salons in Utah. I don't know if that's still the case, but it had a very good reputation for being a great place to work. And I don't know what to expect. I almost just kind of want to see what she surprises us with.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, I'm excited. I want to know if they've sold their house. I want to know if things are healing between Meredith and Angie's husband, whose name I'm forgetting right now. We'll see how things go with his red pill commentary. But yeah, I'm like, love her. I love her down. Angie stands unite here. And then really quick, before I have to get going, let's talk about Brittany. Let's pay her dust. Let's mention her since she wants to be mentioned so freaking bad. I want to lead the charge and say that I hope that Brittany stands up for herself, breaks up with Jared, and finds a good man.
I don't think she will. I honestly think she's going to do the same shit she did last season, and it's going to get boring, and she's not going to stay on the cast long term, because you have to adapt. You have to keep bringing fresh drama that's new enough. And the people who just like beat a dead horse for so long that aren't like an OG, like iconic to the franchise, they don't last long. I really think she's going to keep doing the same, like, I'm a Mormon, but no, I'm not. And like off on with Jared, and it's going to get boring after 2 years. Sorry, Brittany, that's what I got for you.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. I hope you prove me wrong. I don't think you will.
Yes, please, Brittany, prove us wrong. And with that, I will see you next Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you so much, Shelby.
I love you too. Very excited for next Tuesday, and I cannot wait for the show to start.
Yes. Okay, love you. Bye.
You too. Bye.
This show is an independent production. Soap Opera Podcast is not affiliated with Bravo, ABC, TLC, or HBO. All names, shows, and references remain the property of their respective right holders. The opinions and speculations expressed are our own and do not represent those of mentioned programs or individuals. Additional credits. Our theme song is The Modern Maiden's Tale by the Ziegfeld Follies, courtesy of the Library of Congress. Thank you for listening.
And if my marriage proves to be phony, give me lots of alimony. That is the 20th century maiden's prayer.